Okay, guys. Excuse me. So anyway, this is I'm gonna share this extension. I'm working on a larger extension, so I started out with this little smaller one first. But basically, I just call it token swap. Basically, what it's going to do is it's going to take an image from your token folder. So let's see. So you go to your token folder, and in your token folder, you need to put everything's case sensitive. Okay. So in your token folder, you need to put this folder in there, and then any image you want to put in. I'm not providing images right now, so any image you want, you can put in this ShapeSwap folder in your token folder. Okay, pretty much like this. You can see, token, fancy grounds tokens, and shape swap. Put it here. All right. Sorry, a little tired. Been working on scripts all day. Okay, but anyway, so so if you do that, so just provide your own images, just make sure they're case sensitive and everything, so they have to be like this. All right. So the tag you're going to add is capital IMG colon space and then the name. Okay. So basically, if I click any of these effects, it's going to swap this in. It's not going to do your portrait, okay, but it's going to do it in the combat tracker, and it's going to do it here. I was working on the portrait and it was flaky, but like I said, this is just a test extension, but I'm going to share it with everybody because who knows, you might want to change your token or do something, whatever, but there's larger stuff that I'm working with for this. So anyway, so let's just say you want to turn into a brown bear. All right, so you just hit this effect and boom, there you go, you're a brown bear. All right, and then right here, this is another extension. It's the size extension that increases the size. So this is not part of the extension, just so you know. Not yet, anyway. So it's not part of the extension. All right. So if I delete that, let's see. Let's do the dire wolf. You turn to a dire wolf. All right. And I'll go through this. The giant ape. As you can see, close this. The giant ape. The eagle. I picked like these are like the most popular ones, so that's what I picked. There's the elk. All right. And then of course one of the famous ones, Tyrannosaurus Rex, T-Rex. It used to be called T-Rex, but then I changed it to this. But some naming convention, fancy grounds wouldn't let me put it back to T-Rex. I don't know why, but ain't worry about it. All right, hit this. All right, so now to here, and this is size 2. So if you have this, I think it's called Gnome Go Big or something like that. This helps you grow. You can put this effect on you. You can increase in size or decrease in size. All right. So and then of course we show you like the little lowly wolf, big old wolf. And if I pass the turn, I got it set for 1 minute, but it's all working. So I passed around. There it goes. Shifts back. Right. All right. So anyway, that's how that extension works. Like I said, it doesn't do anything but but replace your token. But actually, there is a little hidden feature in here. I share it real quick, uh, but it's going to be part of my larger one. So let's do the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So let's just say the Tyrannosaurus Rex has 5 10 hit points. Hope this better work. All right. Oh, I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot to. I want to go. But anyway, let's just do it again. So let's say you have 5 10 hit points, right? And let's say a little dire wolf. I tip here, a little dire wolf comes up and bites him in the ankles. Watch this. See that? And it reverts back to side. So basically, you guys probably understand why I did that, why that's in here. But anyway, so yeah, if you have 10 hit points because you have shapeshifted and you get the 10 hit points of the animal, then you can use this little feature. Like I said, this is for a larger extension that I'm working on. So, but anyway, now if you want, I'm gonna give you a quick sneak preview of that larger extension. Let me pause the video so I can launch the new extension. Okay, all right, so here's a sneak preview of this extension. All right, let me sit. Oh, here, down here. Okay, so just like I said, this extension works the same way. So if I was to size in here, so I could do a T-Rex. Oh, actually, I gotta put the new T-Rex name in here. So pretty much this thing is gonna work the same way. See that? Now, but it did a lot more than just that. So, go here, go here. So I'm gonna close this. See the speed here? You notice that. Change the speed. And get it on. So now this is the new speed. If I was to go to the character sheet, you see the speed was changed to 50. But not only that, the stats were changed too. So if I watch the stats go back, see the stats go back to normal, the AC and everything. So this is for the new polymorph and shape-shifting rules for 2024. But anyway, so basically this alters, I think, your strength, your dex, your con, your AC, and your speed, and your vision. So like if you, let's see the dire wolves will have this. Let's see. Right here, dark vision. So I'll do that, turn to dire wolf, and now it's going to have dark vision. So if I do, let's see, we can test that out. Let's put this on. Let's put this on. So right now you just see that, hey, she can't see, it's dark because he's just human. But if I switch to dire wolf, now she can see. So, but anyway, actually the extension is technically ready, but there's a little bug. For some reason, I get an error because I want to add the tip points for the T-Rex, right? I'm just throwing a little error. I haven't touched this in a few days, but so if I was to shape shift, and I think that's a code to put in here for a temp. I just got to remember this. If I do that, I'm going to do that. Oh, I didn't get an error. That must be an extension. I'm not using all the extensions here, so it must be something. I got to figure out what extension is called. But as you can see, in this case, it worked. So if you want to attack as a T-Rex, you can do so. You know, with the hits, the damage, and I didn't add everything like right here, the prone effect for the dire wolf. You can change. So basically, if you use the have this effect on here, and I'm not looking forward to coding all of these, but eventually for every creature. But pretty much, yep, if you want to shapeshift into a T-Rex and then you start wanting to fight, and then once your temporary hit points go down, you know, as always, let's go 5. So got a little T-Rex battle going on here. The T-Rex bites in the throat, and boom, you shift back down, and all your stats and everything go back to normal. So pretty much fully automated. I'm gonna be tweaking it a little bit here and there to see what I can actually, how powerful I can make this. But I call this mantle of transition, or right? Is it transition or transition? Oh, I'm playing around with the name. Yeah, transcendence. Yeah, natural transcendence. So basically, what this is going to do is going to pretty much, it's going anything that you need to do for transformation or stats or whatever. Because look at this. Let me see if I got it on this sheet. Oh, overpowers. Okay, so let me show you this. So put my, if I was to equip this, let's do it. If I was to equip the belt, just so you can see what my strength is. So, oops, so if I was to equip this belt, look at that. Oh, what? Oh, don't have all the extensions on. There's an extension that causes it to do that. So sorry about that. I wish I would have turned it on. I knew I was going to show you this, but I think I have a potion here. Let me see. Actually, yeah, right here. So potion of giant strength. So we can click that, puts the effect on there, and then you see it change the strength. So you take that potion temporarily, but it'll do that for items or equipment. So if you have something that changes your stats or your ability score or your speed, so that's something that changes your speed and all that stuff, you can just put that in effect. Now what's controlling all this is this little part here. ATL, yeah, ALT, sorry, Alt. So you just put that, you put the name, this is case sensitive, and then the stats, and I mean stat number, then it works. I mean, you can put anything in here. I think you put INT. Oh no, actually you don't put semicolon, you put a comma, and then I put INT, let's put 30. All right, and I don't know, yeah, right here, see that? Change it into 30. So same thing for speed. I put comma, speed, and let's say 100. Should have changed my speed to 100. Oh, I didn't spell it right. And so change my speed to 100. If you had fly, you know, the person fly, if you put fly in here. Oops, I keep putting this habit. Put fly in here and 50. You see, it gives you a flight speed. So this is pretty much what this extension is for. You know, just pretty much to alter your everything about your character. That's what I'm looking for this thing to just alter your character and everything, whatever. I don't know. That's what it does. But right now it is working. I just got a few things I got to tweak and add into it. But anyway, this video has been long enough. All right. See you guys. Happy gaming. Bye.